Hi, this is Donna Ashton, and welcome to the video series, Create Passive Income, 5 Simple Steps to Creating, Filling, and Launching Your Online Course. So during this video series, I'm going to be teaching you my 5-step proven system that I've used to enroll over 6,000 students and make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars of passive income. And I'm going to be talking about the challenges and the mistakes with getting started with a course, as well as the benefits of creating a course and how to create 5 figures from one course. So we're going to jump right into today's topic. And what I want to talk to you briefly, and then I'm going to switch over to my PowerPoint presentation slides. But first, I just wanted to chat with you a few minutes up front. So I create courses maybe different than other people create courses. I'm of the mindset that it doesn't have to take months and months of time and thousands of dollars in video and fancy stuff to get your course up and running. I'm of the mindset that I want you to get it out into the world. I want you to make big impact, but I want you to make some money while you're doing it and really tweak things before you take it out there in a huge way. So I teach a little bit different with my quick launch and fill method, and I'm going to go through that as I talk about these steps today, but I just wanted to kind of give you that brief overview. And we're going to jump right in now into the slides. There is an interactive Facebook comments on this page, and I'd love for you to, be chatting over there, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a homework at the end. So stay tuned to that. Let me come on over and do my screen share here. So how many of you would like to create passive income? So let's talk about passive income for just a few minutes. Passive income means something that you have created one time and you can continue to generate income and sell it again and again and again, like an online course. And I don't know of a better method that allows you to do that than having an online course, which really becomes a business asset. To giving you extra time, maybe with your family, to having you take the summer off when your kids are off school, or you can travel. Maybe just have time for hobbies. I mean, I know that a lot of you started your business for a reason to make money, but you've probably got some other things that you want to do too. Like you want to have this business freedom to, maybe garden or skateboard or whatever you might be out there doing in your life, and not just be tied to your phone and tied to your desk all the time. I know that's the reason I created my business with online courses, because I was homeschooling, and I'm going to go through my story in just a minute. I was homeschooling, I didn't have a lot of time, and I wanted to create something that I could leverage. So you are in the right place if you are working long hours and you want to stop that hours for dollars cycle. So meaning that you have to show up and, give your clients your time. If you are struggling to find clients consistently, like you never know where your next client's going to come from, or if you're at capacity, like you're filled, your practice is filled, which is great, but it can also be like, wow, what do I do now? How can I increase my income? Or I'm so exhausted from all these clients. How can I make more money without cloning myself? Or if you want to change lives and have a big impact in the world, really do something to help so many people. So during our video series, I'm going to cover why you must include online programs in your business, my proven 5-step system to design a course that really leverages your time, how to overcome the 3 biggest challenges and the 3 biggest mistakes when creating a course, and how to create 5 figures from just one course, and a lot of other little things you'll learn along the way. So the online course industry is over $107 billion as of 2015. That is a lot. So you might be thinking, can I create a course? Who am I to create a course? And is it right for my business to create a course? Well, if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, a healer, a consultant, if you're doing something where you are teaching someone a process, taking them from where they are now to a new place, a marriage counselor, a photographer, a party planner, anything that you're teaching can be made into an online training course. So we're talking health coaches, life coaches, authors, dog trainers, business coaches, marriage counselors, like I said, photographers, artists, corporate trainers, speakers, anybody who is doing something where you're taking somebody through a process. So this is me. And basically, I started my homeschool coaching business 7 years ago, and I have enrolled over 6,000 students and made over $400,000 in passive income from my courses. So literally online courses changed my business and changed my life. And I'm going to just go through a little brief story on how I got to where I am now. I didn't start there. I started here where I was homeschooling my twins. They were 7 years old at the time, and we were homeschooling. So just picture a busy mom running a household, trying to keep up with 2 7-year-olds, and then running a business or starting to run a business. So I was very limited in my time. I didn't have time for private clients, and I didn't know what I was doing anyway. I was kind of limping along, just doing some part-time things, and I started this homeschool coaching business to help myself and help others like me who needed some extra help and some extra training on their work. So I was kind of limping along and doing okay and just having fun with it. But then some serious stuff happened to our family. My husband had been in the building industry for 30, 40 years, and he got laid off during the recession, like so many other people that were affected. And we never thought it would happen to us, but it did. And we had some 401k, we had some savings, and we did okay for, a few months, but we could quickly see that that was diminishing. And the biggest bill we had to pay was our mortgage. And so that was the one that got pushed aside when we were struggling to keep up with the bills. We were doing anything we could do to raise some money. I was even cleaning a beach house on the weekends to try to make some extra money, trying to figure out what we could do to stay afloat. And sort of the height of it was when a man pulled up in our driveway, got out of a car, and started taking pictures of our house. We knew that our mortgage company was beginning the foreclosure proceedings, and I kind of really freaked out. I mean, I was crying, I was scared. I didn't know what to do because I was homeschooling. Even if I decided to go back to work, what was I going to do with my kids? I didn't know of a job in our area that would bring enough money in that would make any difference in what was going on that quickly in our lives. And I didn't know what to do. So I found an online course that would tell me how to create this 6-week teleseminar series. And I had to borrow the money from a good friend. I did not have enough money to invest in the training, but I did not let that stop me. I borrowed the money, and I just hoped and prayed that I was going to be able to pay this woman back, that it was actually going to work, and that I wouldn't, lose a friend from borrowing the money, and that we wouldn't lose our house. So I created an online course, and within a few weeks, I was able to launch the course, and I earned $7,455. So that may not sound like a lot to you, and it's not like a huge 6-figure launch like you might hear these gurus, but I can tell you what, it saved our house. And the second time, 3 months later, I relaunched the course, and I earned $8,500 on the same course that I did before. I didn't have to change anything. I just relaunched it. And so I discovered that I had a system started here. So I went on to create other courses, over dozens of courses in my homeschool business over the years. And here's my kind of my statistics on those 6,000 students, and really generating a lot of passive income from only very low priced courses. These courses, we're talking $47, $97, $297. They were pretty low priced, nothing big. So that's a lot of people to enroll. What I discovered was that I could create this consistent recurring revenue. And it wasn't just about, hey, I launched a course, but I created this revenue, and I could generate money when I needed it. I could start relying on the money. I could start predicting what I was going to have in my business. And if I needed some extra money, I could have a sale or I could do something special with my courses. And it became this business asset that I really could leverage in my business. So after creating several courses, I kind of put together this 5-step system, which I call the power of programs, because they are so powerful. This is a very powerful business asset that you can leverage in so many ways. And I can't say enough about the amazingness of programs. And I really realized that this will actually help me create my lifestyle business. Rather than being tied to the phone, rather than being working so much, I could take time off. I could take the summers off. I could go, travel for homeschool home field trips and really show my kids, what was going on and not have to be tied down so much to the phone. So now, after I had those 7 years of experience, I'm turning around and sharing that knowledge, everything I've learned on all the different courses I've launched and all the different ways I've launched them. And I've packaged it up, and now I'm bringing that to people like you, other coaches and healers and consultants, so that I can share and that you can get your big workout in the world in a huge way. And if it worked for me, it can work for you, because I didn't even know what I was doing. I just kind of made it up as I went. And so now you are getting my system, and I'm kind of giving you the foundations of what I did. And so you're going to be a lot better off and be able to kind of get out there in a much bigger way. So let me give you 3 huge reasons that it is so beneficial to have an online course. We've talked a little bit about it here, but I really want to go into these 3 reasons, because if you don't have an online course, after you hear this, hopefully you will be ready to do it. So the passive income, and not just the passive income, but consistent income, recurring income. So let's talk about this just for a few minutes. We talk about passive income. That's where you create something once and you can make money in your sleep. So many times I get an email and I'm out to dinner or I'm out shopping, or I do wake up in the morning and I get those emails, hey, I made $300, or hey, I made $27, or hey, I made, $900, whatever it is. It is really fun, and it is really like, yes, I could still be shopping or out to dinner with my husband and create income just by what I've already put into place and the foundation of my online courses. So also recurring income. So say you have a $500 course and you allowed payments, like maybe a 3-pay for those who want to, chunk it up into 3 different payments, or a 6-pay. You can rely on that income coming in over the next 3 or 6 or whatever it is months. So say you have a big launch and you make $5,000 on a 3-pay, we've got $5,000 coming in this month, the next month, and the following month. So it starts to stack and build depending on how you're running your courses, but you can rely on that money coming in, and that's recurring revenue that you can say, okay, great, I know for the next 3 months I have X amount coming in, and what else can I do to, bump that up? And really just creating that income of consistency, not having to be this feast or famine. I can't find a client this month. What do? I can't pay my bills, or, I've been so busy, delivering for my clients that I haven't had time to go find more clients. But you'll have a backup, or you have another stream of revenue if you have an online course. So impacting lives. I know that you have, gone into business to make money, but I know most of you are passion-based entrepreneurs who really want to make a big impact and help people. And creating an online course is an amazing way. As you can see, over 6,000 students have come through my homeschool courses and my Power Programs course, because how would I else have ever been able to reach that many people unless I was like Superwoman taking tons of clients? I would never have been able to reach that many people. So people from all over the world that you may not be able to even know about can find you and can now start learning from you and having the transformation of your amazing work. So you can really get your work out there in a much bigger way. Visibility. This is something you might not have thought of with an online course, but it helps you with your online visibility. It really creates a status for you. It elevates you to a new level when you have an online course. And there's so much noise out there on social media and on the website these days that it's really it really can be the distinguishing thing to set you apart, to gain visibility, to build your list. Every time I launch my courses, I build my list. It's an amazing way to build a list. You can launch a course even with a small list, and you will be known in your industry. You will be set apart in the industry and really have a light shine on your amazing work. Okay, so let's kind of delve right down into the 5-step system that I've used and that my clients have used to generate all of this income and touch all these people's lives and really make a difference in the world here. So let's jump on into step 1, which is to validate your course. So what I don't want you to do is to create a course just by sitting around the house going, this sounds like a really great idea. I think I'll have a course on this. And what you think is what your ideal clients need may not be what they need. So you really have to get out there and choose the best and most marketable idea for your course. And how do you do that? You ask. Ask your clients what they need. If you have clients, ask them. Say, hey, I'm thinking about creating a course on this. What do you think? If you haven't worked with clients yet or just kind of getting started in your business, find a place where your clients are hanging out. There are tons of Facebook groups online for everything. So if you're a social media expert, you can go and talk to people who are thinking about using social media, or business clients hang out. If you're a dog trainer, look for people who are dog owners and ask them what they need when it comes to your topic. So get the feedback. So here's a little story about a course that I created, even though I had surveyed my homeschool community and they told me they needed this course all about how to fit everything into their day. As busy moms, they didn't know how to get everything done in their day with homeschooling and taking care of the children. And I was really good at that because I was running a business and homeschooling and running a household. So I thought, great, I'm going to create this amazing course. It's going to be a slam dunk. Everybody's going to want it and everybody's going to buy it. And they're going to, learn how to make their days so much more relaxed. But what happened was like 2 people bought it. And I was like, what happened? You guys told me you wanted this. When I went back and surveyed my group, I found out that they really weren't willing to pay for it because most of them one-income families. They had limited homeschooling budgets. They wanted to spend that money on curriculum and books and supplies. They thought as moms that they should be able to figure this out on their own, and they didn't want to spend their homeschool budget working on something or using that on something that they should be able to figure out themselves. So lesson learned, I spent a lot of time and energy making something that people didn't really want. I was able to repurpose it and bundle it up and put it into another course where they actually got that piece that I knew they needed anyway, but it was in a course on how to homeschool. So I knew they would spend the money because it gave them the other things as well. So lesson learned here, make sure you validate your course. And what will your students get? We're going to talk about this more in our next video, your course outcome. What should the transformation be? What are you actually, what will your students get when they take your course? Step 2 is all about organizing your course. This is the questions I get all the time, like, should I do videos? How many modules should I do? How long should my modules be? It's all those logistics and those things that you're kind of like, oh my gosh, all these little details that you're kind of maybe make you freeze up and go, I'm not sure what to do. So this is the step where you name your course, where you talk about the price of your course, where you decide how to teach your course, where you really, get those details out of the way so that you can move forward into creating the next step, which is the course content. And this is where you really start putting the pen to the paper and pulling that process out of your head. Where you've already worked with clients, you probably have a process that you take them through. If you're a dog trainer, you start here with, I'm not a dog trainer, so I can't really say, but first you have to get your dog to pay attention to you, and next you have to teach the basic commands, and there you go to the next step. So whatever it is you normally do with your one-to-one clients, you've got to pull that out of your head and put that into a teachable format for an online course. It's a little bit different than when you're teaching one-to-one, when you teach more generically in your course content. But the most important thing in this step is to write your course outline. This is going to become the foundation of your course. These are the steps that you're going to take people through. These are the modules, or what will become your modules that you need to put into your course portal. So writing your outline, a detailed outline, is the framework for your course, and you really can't skip that step. You have to get your outline done so that you know what you're teaching and in what order. Step 4 is the course delivery. This is where you put your course online. It's where people come and pay. And when they get the little login, thank you for joining my dog training course. Here's the login so you can, go in and take the course. And you want that to be smooth. You want people to be able to, get the lessons and have everything work. It's going to help you, if it's a very smooth transition, less customer service and less issues on the back end. And it makes you look very professional if you have it set up. And so this could be the techie part where people get a little scared. Oh my gosh, how do I do all of this? And we're going to talk a little bit more of this on video 3. I don't want to let the tech stop you. There are so many programs and platforms out there to help you. It's easier than ever to create an online course. And you don't have to make it super fancy and sophisticated. I'm going to show you ways to really make it a lot more doable, a lot more simple, and get your work out there and don't let the tech get in the way. The last and final step here is the quick launch and fill. And this is my method of getting your work out in the world quickly and make money while you build it. So I'm of the mindset to really do your first course live or with some kind of live component, because the last thing I want you to do is to create an entire course like I did, have it all done, and then people come back and either not buy it, or people give you feedback where you need to change a certain module, or maybe they need some extra help, or this one step wasn't clear, or you figured, oh my gosh, I really forgot this one piece, or I didn't realize they're gonna need extra help. But if you've already created the videos, if you have spent a lot of money on slide decks and all this fancy stuff, then you're gonna have to turn around and redo it, or you won't redo it, and then your course is not gonna be as stellar as it could be if you could easily just tweak a few pieces of it and make it even better based on the feedback that you received from the people who've gone through that test or that quick launch. So I'm all about getting it out in a hurry. Here's one example of something I did. I was on a business retreat, and this is several years ago, and I wanted to create a course. Now, I knew pretty much what I was going to teach, so I had a basic outline of what I wanted to do, and I decided to do it while I was at the business retreat. So literally over a weekend, I created a quick sales page with my 5 modules, which was my 5 steps. I put a pay button up, what they're going to receive, and on Monday morning, I sent an email and started enrolling into the course. Now, the course didn't start for several weeks, but I was making money and enrolling people the whole time while I was going back and creating more of the materials and really getting ready to do the live classes. So it can be as easy as that once you've got that outline, and I'm all about, hey, let's get your work out there. You don't have to wait. Let's make money now. And then you can tweak it and make it a little more polished after you've got a really solid course. Okay, so let's recap the 5 steps that I've gone through here. That's validate your course, organize your course, that's all the logistics, how many modules, am I gonna do videos, create content, that's your outline, the content delivery, that's setting it up online and having a place that people can log in to actually take the course, and the quick launch and fill, that's the make money while you build it. So we also talked about the benefits of having an online course, the passive and recurring income, the visibility, getting you out there in the world, building your list, building your tribe, and having you known in your industry, and helping more people. I know that is a really big thing for a lot of you, is that you want to get your work out there. You have a mission, you have a goal, and creating an online course is one of the most amazing ways to get that out into the world in a really big way. So let me stop the screen share here, if I can figure out. And I want to know below in the comments why you're thinking of creating an online course, or why you think an online course would be an amazing addition to your business. So tell me the reason, whether it's to spend more time with your kids, to travel, to only take those clients that you really love and want to work with, not every old client that comes along. Maybe it's to have extra money to donate to a charity. Maybe the money from your course does that. Maybe it's to reach more people. I have no idea why, but I'd love to hear the reason why you think having an online course would really revolutionize and impact your business. So go ahead and put below in the comments. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about, on video 2, more about getting started with your course, delving into the course outcome, and really making that solid course idea so that you don't go down the wrong path when you're starting to create your course. So go ahead and comment below, and I will see you tomorrow on video number 2. All right, bye-bye.